Hello, everyone. Good morning, and greetings from the basement in Redwood. How are you? Feeling good? Ready to go? Excellent. So let's get started. I was just kicking my chair out of the way for now because, yes. Anyway, let's start and then I will tell you. I sent the link this morning with bring a chair in the subject line, as I did on Monday and Wednesday, but I didn't say that you needed a chair for the workout. So it sounded like we were just going to lie around, lounge on our chairs. I hope that's not what you understood from that email. I'm sure it's not. Let's go all the way around. Biggest circle you can make. So stretch up onto your toes. So you're going around. So yes, but saying that, we will need a chair, or we'll be using a chair. I'm sure you can do these exercises without, for the most part, if you don't have a good sturdy chair. If you only have a chair with wheels on it, well, that's not really advisable, but maybe you can stuff it against the wall or lock the wheels or something. So I'm sure you'll be all set. I also left my ball out here to show that you can do some of these exercises with just a ball. Mine's sitting on something to keep it in one place. Anyway, that is a lot of detail about something that's really not that big a deal. So let's just keep on going. We have shoulders down, shoulder blades tucked in behind your back. Well, they're always behind your back. If they were in front, I'd be a little concerned. Bigger circles. Nice big circles. Your whole arm is moving, not just your hands flapping like little birds. I just got to move the chair a tiny bit more. Okay, really big circles now, as big as you can make them. Let's bring the backs of our hands toward each other, sit down into it, and open up. Backs of hands toward each other, and then open up. Oh, it feels good to stretch it out and warm up. Last one like that, and then we'll just take it into a backstroke. Although I don't think you backstroke like this. You might go one arm at a time. You can do that if you like, or you can do both arms at once. Squeeze those shoulder blades together as you go around. Good. So today, what do we have? Some legs, some wall sits, some plank. I'm just looking at my cheat sheet, as you can probably tell. There, let's shake it out now. Enough of those circles. Let's do a little bounce and shake it out. Yeah, and we have a few plank things and core and the usual assortment. So, okay, let's do a big hip rotation. This is external rotation, opening up. We're going to go the other way as well. So, and there's lots of balance today too. A few single leg kind of things that'll challenge your balance, like this, for example. So that's good. You can always use your chair as something to hold on to, or a wall, whatever you like. Now we're doing internal rotation, or the other way, whichever way you were going before. Okay, shake it out a little bit. Same thing on the other side. I have no dog to come down and greet us today. She's having a little staycation in the city with her daughter. But I miss the dog and our daughter. But Juno usually comes down and does a downward dog for us. Okay, around. One more time. Good. And let's take it into that split stance that we often do. So we are going to reach up as we drop our back knee like this. So make sure you're reaching up by keeping your shoulder blades tucked in down your back. Drop it down. The next one we're going to hold down here and bring our hands down to hips and just pulse it a bit. Just pulse it, and then let's take the same side hand as the front leg. Okay, down to your foot. Maybe you're going to bend your knee even more, or maybe you're going to put your hand on your knee, depending. And let's reach up. Oh, and I wanted to say a special hello to my sister in Brandon, Manitoba. Hello. Nice to know you're out there. And then we'll just drop our arm, big circle, one hand on either side of your front foot or on your knee. Bend and straighten. Whatever feels good today. Okay, as with everything in this workout, you're going to take it at your own pace, right? Don't overdo it, but don't underdo it either. Just sweep down, reach up, toes pointing toward you, trying to lengthen the muscles and the fascia in the back of your leg. Sweep down, nice. Let's just swivel so that we are in this wide stance with toes pointing forward, and we're going side to side. Not holding it, but keeping it moving. If you want to lift your foot off the ground, you can do that. Maybe that's a little much this early in the workout. In case adductors tight. Okay, swiveling again so that we have the other foot forward now. We're going to drop down, reach up. Drop down, reach up. Let's do this one, and then let's hold this one. Hands down, little pulses. Okay, and then front leg, same side hand is going down or all the way to the floor. Reach up with your other hand and look up at it if you can, and see if you can bend that front leg even a bit more. Okay, and then take your top arm, couple of circles, one hand on either side of your front foot or on your knee, bend and straighten your front leg. Okay, whatever works for you is good. The fact that you're here at all is good. It's excellent. Let us take our front foot. We're on our heel, and we're going to reach up, 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 and then sweep down. Try to keep your toes pointing up toward you to help lengthen those muscles in the back of your leg. Let's do one more like this. And then let's leave that there. We're going to do, actually, let's take our arms right here. So hands are about shoulder height. We're just going to turn a bit, warming up the core. So hips are still facing forward. Well, not really, are they? You can twist a bit. Lift your heel so that you can turn even a little bit more. Maybe you are trying to keep your hips facing forward and just turning your upper body. And now let's take our arms down. A little more momentum here. Okay, swing those arms. Excellent. And then let's go up. So up to one side. We are going to sit down and do it. Across and down, up. We're going to be doing a version of this later in the workout too, but with weights. So this is our wood chopper warm-up. Because don't you always chop wood like this? No, you do not. And I did, anyway, try to keep your hips in. I did this as a joke. Please don't do that. You're keeping your hips nice and locked, so they're just staying in one place as you sit down. Let's go to the other side though. Up and over. Here we go, across and down. Sitting down straight so that your hip bones are pointing forward. Okay, even though you're twisting. Lots of twisting today. Core, stuff like that. Okay, last one here, because I think that's lots. All right, shake it out a little bit. And yes, I was going to use the chair a bit for warm-up, but I think we're sufficiently warmed up. I was going to do this kind of thing, but we'll be doing that later as our cardio move. So let's just jump right in. Grab a chair. Come on over. Get mine. So now I've got this ball as a demo, but it's kind of in the way. So I'm going to move it over here. Save it for ball class. All right. So the first exercise, there are 4 here. We're going to do them all on one leg, and then we'll switch. You don't really need, you don't need weights for this first one. Okay, you're ready. So we're going to be on one leg. Chair is here for balance if you need it. If you don't, well, don't use it. So knee comes up and then turns about 45 degrees out. Straighten your leg, 4 little lifts, and then bring it around. Keep it high. This is where you might need the chair. Keep your hips squared to the floor, 4 little lifts and back. 4. And then without touching the ground, you bring it forward again. And straighten. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweep it around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, front. Open it up. 2, 3, 4. Swing it around. Try to keep it high as you bring it around to the back. Okay, I believe this is number 4 of these. So 2, 3, 4, we'll do 6. And around to the back, square your hips. Use your chair if you need to. Okay, knee out, straighten your leg. And up and around, lift and back. This is our last one. So open it up, straighten your leg, pointed toes, and then sweep that leg around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Okay, I was going to do a bonus move, but okay, I won't. All right, the next one, if you want weights, you can use them. We're just going to probably hold them, so have them for resistance. Okay, so this one, we are going, I'll just show you, down, up, 2 little lifts. Oops, try not to touch the chair in between those lifts. And let's go right here. 2 little lifts. 1, 2. Nice. Good. How's that feeling? Are you sitting down into your heel on the leg that's on the floor? I hope so. Maybe you can feel the hip flexor in this leg that's on the chair. It's like grimacing and groaning here. Oops, 2. I think that was more of a 1.5, but that's okay. We'll keep it going. Try to keep your upper body upright as well. I should say that because it's going to want to lean away from the lifting leg. So force it to stand up. Oh, for the last one. Here we go. 1, 2. Excellent. We are going to do that same foot that was on the chair. It's going to stay on the chair. So just turn. I'm just going to move. I guess it doesn't really matter. You probably know where your feet are supposed to be. But just in case, moving the chair back so we can see. So get yourself to a position where you have your foot on the chair, and you might need to jump this leg forward or back, the one that's on the floor, because we are just going to go down and up. We did these last week with the ball, and it was a little tougher because the ball tends to move. Now you have a chair. Actually, and if you don't like the chair, you can do them with your foot on the ground here and do them as more of a split lunge. Okay, also good. Okay, so whoops, once again, choose your level. You are sitting down into that leg. Drop your hips so that your knee in front stays behind your toes. Let's go for 10 more seconds. And then we will switch to the next one. Last couple here. Last one, in fact. Nice, good. Okay, the leg that was working, the one that was on the floor is the one that's going to be lifting up. So just show you this one. It doesn't require weights. You're going to have the leg that's moving, the same side arm as that, is going to lean into the chair. Okay, so you lift your leg. Other hand is up here by your shoulders so that when you come up, put your hands together, you turn toward that front leg. Okay? Excellent. Here we go. Lean and lift. And then lift your knee in front and turn. Whoops. And try not to fall. Lift. Knee comes up. Hands together and turn. Excellent. Okay, just keep it going. We'll go for 45 seconds. Feeling a bit wobbly. How are you doing? As you lean forward with your hand and you're lifting your leg, try to keep your hips squared to the ground because you're going to want to turn away. Your body's going to want to turn away from that leg that's lifting to make it easier. So keep the hips squared if you can. Lift that leg. How are we doing for time? Well, I plan to go 45 seconds. Let's end after this one. That could well be a minute. I don't know. Right, but that's all 4 exercises on one side. So now I'll remove the chair. Well, I move the chair. Maybe you just move yourself. We don't need the weights for the first one, so I'll get them out of the way. And this is the grand battement, they tell me. So again, don't use the chair if you don't need it, but if you do, there it is. Knee up, angle it out about 45 degrees, straighten your leg, 4 little lifts, and then swing it around to the back, Square those hips and lift up. 2, 3, 4. Up, straighten. 4, around to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Front. Here we go. Halfway through this first exercise. Whoa. I wish I had a way to edit out the whoas, but there probably is a way. But really, I just live stream these and then never look at them again because I'm too embarrassed. All right, I've lost count now. I shouldn't have talked. I think this is number 5 though. So we're going around. Whoopsie. Okay, is this your less sturdy leg? It's my left leg that I'm standing on, so maybe that's why I'm falling over. I don't know. Ready? 1 more lift. And we are done with those ones. Good. All right, take the weights if you want to. And you don't have to use weights. You can do all of these with body weight and get a very good workout still. So we're going side lunge, pulse. That's what it was called. Okay, you ready? 45 seconds. Down, up, 2 little lifts. Sit down into it. 2 little lifts. Peek at your knee here. Is it staying behind your toes? Are you sitting down into your heel? I hope so. That's, oops. Legs getting heavier. 1, 2. You can change where you're standing too. I feel like I'm a little far away from the chair. Try to keep your upper body upright, remember? Okay. Down, up, up, down. I have to do my math here. We will be done in 7 seconds. Down. Last one. There you go. Excellent. Okay. Bulgarian lunge is the one where we have 1 foot on the chair or on the floor. You can do it as a split stance, right? Split stance kind of lunge. Okay, or foot on the chair. Whatever works for you today. Let's go. Down and up. You might need to change where your front foot is so that when you are lunging here, your knee stays way behind your toes. Sorry. Oh dear. I shouldn't try to look sideways when I'm doing these. Keep going. Keep going, everyone. Even though I stopped. Okay. Down and up. Down and up. I guess you could do bicep curls too if you wanted. Or you can just keep on rolling for 10 more seconds. Keep it going. Last 5 seconds. Time for 2 more maybe. 1 and last one. Excellent. Good. Okay, and we are already back to this. Now I have to think. Okay. It's my left leg lifting this time, right? Okay. So you're leaning into the chair. So stand about an arm's length away from the chair so you can, actually I think it's my right leg. Oh dear. Lean in, lift, and then turn toward that front knee. Maybe I will show you the side, okay? Lean in, same side arm and leg are working here. And then come up, hands come together, twist past that forward leg. Lean in, come on up, oops, and turn. Try to keep your hips facing forward. Nice and strong here, nice and slowly. Make it harder by going slowly. Try not to fall into the chair. Okay. Press your hands together so that you get some upper body as well. Okay, as well as core and legs and balance. More balance. Here we go. Lean in, hands together, and twist. Good. Whoops. Make the mistake of looking at the clock. We have 5 seconds, so let's do 1 more. Lean in, knee up, and twist. Very nice. Done. First set of exercises done. So let's see. We're going to do you have a wall where you are? I'm sure you do. So Here's mine. Oh, and there, and there. Yes, you can put your chair against the wall if you want to feel a little more steady on it. Maybe not for this first one because it's just bent over rows, but yeah, just so you know, we're going to the wall for some of these. Okay, so we're gonna do a row, a plank, some cardio, a row, a plank, some cardio, that kind of thing. Okay, so we will start right now. So opposite knee, anyway, weights in one hand, opposite knee on the chair, and we're just gonna pull up to our ribs. Okay, make the weights heavier if you can. Make the weights heavier. Is that possible in physics? Double your weights if you can. That's what I'm trying to say. If you can do it with your hand off the chair, that'll make your core work a little bit harder. I'm going to put mine on the chair because my weights are heavier than usual for me today. So, for this one anyway. Up, up, up. Keep it going. Just keep pulling up and up. Right to your rib cage. Tuck that shoulder blade in toward your spine when you get to the top. Guess I should have looked at where the second hand started on this one so that I'd know where to finish. I have a pretty good idea though. Let's go 10 more seconds. Up and up. Couple more. Last one right here. Excellent. Okay, so the next one is when you might want your chair against the wall. I don't know, my chair is sturdy enough that, yeah, I can do a plank on it without worrying about it moving. So maybe it's the same for you. So plank you can either do on your forearms or on your hands. Whichever way you're doing, make sure, especially when you're on your hands, make sure you're not like this. Okay, you want to have your shoulders up over your wrists. Okay, not back here, up here. Okay, and same when you're on your elbows. Just so you know, later in the workout, we're going to do a plank on hands. So if you want to give your wrists a little break right now, do them on your forearms. So we are going to go plank with a knee drive. So we're driving it in and then we're lifting it toward our chest. Okay, here we go. We can go on hands. Oh, look at that. I always like when the second hand is at the 6 or the 12 because the little things makes it easier for me to remember. 45 seconds. In, pull up. In, pull up. Make sure you're up over your hands or your elbows. Drive that knee forward, and then that little lift just makes your core work that little bit more. Remember to breathe. Last 15 seconds of this one. Drive it forward and up. Forward and up. We have 5 more seconds. Keep it going. Up and up. And good. Let's take it into a nice stretch. So hold on to your chair. Hold on to your hat. Let's sit down into it. Pull the chair toward you. Well, don't really pull it toward you. Pretend you're pulling it toward you. And just feel that nice stretch in your shoulders and your back. Sit down into your heels. And then come on, up, 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 up. Roll it up. Good, okay. 60 seconds of cardio. Do you have a little head rush from that one? Oh, me neither, I'm good, okay. Cardio, that's what I said. 60 seconds, so whatever you wanna do, if you wanna use the chair, this is a good one, or this one if you wanna jump it more, or plank moguls, okay, or 1 foot, or fast foot or feet. Okay? Whatever you like. 60 seconds. We're going to start right here. Or you can do these, which I forgot to mention. Road runners. Or some mixture thereof. Just get your heart rate up a little bit. Keep it going. 15 seconds in. That's 1/4 of the way. Go, go, go. We're going to try to speed it up for the last 10 seconds. But for now, we're just going. Okay. You can also do these if you stand close to the chair. It makes you have to lift your knees higher. So, choose what you'd like to do. Or this one. Some of you don't like to jump. You don't have to jump. You can do kicks. You Yeah, take care of those joints. Last 15 seconds. In fact, last 10. Let's pick it up. Go, go, go. Last 10 seconds. Faster than you thought you could go. Go, go, go. Last 5, 2, 1. Done. Nice. Want to get a little sip of water before we move on? Okay. Me too. So we are going to go to the other side with our rows. Do you remember which arm you did? I do. We often start with our dominant arm or leg, which for me is the right one. So, but either way, you have a 50% chance of guessing right which leg you did or arm you did before. Okay, so you ready? Good. Okay, let's get our weights again. Whatever you're using, we're gonna have knee on the chair, weights in the opposite hand, and we're going 45 seconds, starting right here. Just pull it up, up, and think about tucking your shoulder blade into your spine. Down and up. Nice and slowly. Slowly to make it harder. Not that fast would be easy, but sometimes momentum does help. So we try to slow it down. Force ourselves to work. What do we have left? 15 seconds. Keep it going. Again, if you want to lift your hand from the chair, just put it behind your back and make your core stabilize. You can do that. But today I'm leaving my hand on the chair. We have time for one more here. Good. Okay. Back to a plank. Right? We're going to do plank, same sort of thing, but knee across this time. Not at the same time. That won't work. Okay, so either on elbows or on wrists. You're going to drive your knee in. So remember, right up over your shoulders, right up over your wrists. So driving across and lifting up. Okay? Ready? Here we go. Drive it across, lift up, across and up. And throughout this 45 seconds, you can check, because sometimes we end up back here because it's easier. So try to keep that nice strong plank position. Hip bones toward the floor. And hands right underneath your shoulders, or elbows right underneath your shoulders. Wherever you are, it's good. Keep it going. We have 15 more seconds. Drive, lift, drive, lift. And lift, drive it across, and lift up. Oh, and that is, oh no, this is it right here. Good. Okay, little stretch right here because it feels nice. Hold on to your chair, back up a bit, sit back into your heels, and pretend you're pulling your chair toward you so you can get a big stretch. Big stretch. Feel it in your upper back, maybe in between your shoulder blades. I hope so. That's what we're aiming for. Okay, 60 seconds cardio. We have one more cardio after this, I believe. Yes. Okay, so what are we doing? I don't know. Whatever you want to do. We're going to go in 4 seconds. So make up your mind. Here we go. I'm going to do these chair touches. You can go right up onto your chair if you want, but it is a little bit riskier. Especially if you have a cushy chair or your legs get tired. So I would suggest you just tap rather than step right up. It's up to you though. Maybe you have a step in your basement that you're using for today's workout. Those are made for stepping because they're nice and grippy. Whoops, and they don't have a cushy seat. I get my step just doing these. Okay, I'm going to switch it up. Go back to road runners. Oh darn, I forget the clock started. Oh, I shouldn't admit that. I think it was the 10. Okay, 20 more seconds. 15 now for the last 10. We're going to pick it up. Remember, so the last 10 is starting right here. Go faster than you really want to. Go, go, go. Faster, harder, whatever. Keep going. 2, 1, and done. Good. All right, another sip of water. Sure. Another little drink. Well, cheers to everyone on this lovely day. It's supposed to be a lovely day and a lovely half weekend. Tomorrow, 17 or something. Sunday, snow. Oh dear. Springtime in Alberta. All right, the next one we're doing is another upper body one. This one I'm gonna put my chair against the wall because I'll give you two options here. The first one is dips, which some of you love, some not so much. So dips, if you want to do full on, get your legs out. You're going to keep your back close to the chair and come on up. You can squeeze your glutes at the top so that you lift your hips a little bit. Okay, keep your back close to the chair and please don't dip too low. Okay, that's version one. Good for triceps. Second version, also good for triceps. Actually, I'm going to turn my chair. Okay, is push-ups. So you're kneeling in front of your chair. Hands are about this close together, or thereabouts. And you're just going to kneel in and keep your elbows close to the ground. Okay, so whichever version you want to do, let's start it right here. And here we go. So, trying to keep a nice straight line from your head to your knees. Okay, lean in. If it's too easy, if you're just kind of going like this, move back. Move your knees back and go down and up, okay? How's that all feel? We have 20 more seconds. We are halfway through this. Keep it going. I see my hands have migrated sideways to make it easier. If you want to make it more triceps focused, bring your hands closer together so that your thumbs are almost touching. Oh my goodness. Last few here. I think we have time for one more after this. Nice strong core, lean in, and then come on up. Good. Alrighty, excellent. What are we doing? Oh, sorry, I lied. We have two more cardio. This one, then the next one, and then, yes. Okay, so here we are with the chair. Let's go. Which clock should I look at? That one. We're starting in 2 seconds. Some kind of cardio. I'm going to do road runners. You don't even have to use the chair either. You can do some kind of jumping jack or low impact jack. Jumping's sister. Low impact. Or whatever. Okay. Just so you know, all you're trying to do really is get your heart rate up. Whatever that takes. Well, then that's what you do. Go, go, go. So we have 25 more seconds. Last 10. Same as we did for the other two. We're gonna pick it up. So be ready because that is coming up in 5 seconds. Are you breathing hard? I hope so. Let's breathe harder. Go, go, go. 10 seconds of going harder. Go, go, go. 2, 1. And that's it for that one. Good. Okay. What do we have? How did I do that wrong? Actually, I'm looking at my cheat sheet and realize I read it wrong. That perhaps was our last cardio because I forgot to do the plank thing. So let's do the plank thing now. Your cardio's done. Happy day. Okay, elevated plank is either on elbows or hands. Okay, you are going to get into a good plank position, so squeeze those glutes, hip bones facing the chair. Okay, and then you're gonna lift your leg up, drive it forward. See if you can drive it behind or between your knees. Okay, so let's go one side and then the other, starting now. One side, keep going on one side, that's what I'm trying to say. Drive that knee in between your hands. Drive it forward. Drive it forward. This one, your shoulders come back. So they're not, well, I guess they could be still over your hands. Drive that knee forward. We are going to change legs after this one. So get yourself in a good strong plank position. And here we go. Drive it forward and up. drive, and up. Keep it going. Drive. See if you can get your knee past your hands. Keep it going for 5 more seconds. That means probably this is our last one. Drive it forward. Nice. Okay, and then let's do that stretch. One more time for this stretch. We're sitting down into it, holding the chair, pretending that you're pulling it toward you. Okay, feel that stretch in your shoulders and back. Sit down into your heels, and then just straighten your legs. Come on up slowly, roll your shoulders. Nice, okay. Let's see what we have. So for the next one, ones, 3, I believe, we're gonna use the wall. If you wanna use the chair, you can do that. The first, in case you don't wanna put your foot on your lovely paint or wallpaper or whatever's going on. Family picture, not good. Okay, so you are gonna have, right, so you're either standing very close to the chair or very close to the wall. You're gonna take a big step forward and then put your foot. I'm gonna use the wall, but I just wanted to show you that it is quite possible with a chair. Okay, so you're starting from the wall. You stand here, take a big step forward, and then put that foot on the wall. I'm in the basement, so not too worried about the paint job down here, I have to say. Okay, ready? We are just gonna bend this front leg and move our arms. So here we go. Down and up. I see my weights sitting tantalizingly close, but I don't think I used them Wednesday or Monday. Because, I don't know, because this is a hard enough one, I find. Press that foot into the wall or the chair and sit down into your heel in front. Ooh, goodness, feel that? I do. We are 30 seconds in, so let's go 15 more. Keep it going. Switch arms, drive your elbows back behind you. And come on up. Whee! We're gonna switch to the other leg. So start close to the chair or the wall. Step your other foot forward. Big step. Foot goes on the wall or the chair. And same thing, we're gonna drop down into it. Here we go. Down and up. Okay. Press your foot into the wall, press your other foot into the floor. And keep it going. Nice and strong. Hold that core nice and strong. Try to keep your elbows bent the whole time. Okay. And drive them back. We always drive our elbows forward, but sometimes we forget to take them back as well. So try that. We're more than halfway there, so hang on. Actually, we have less than 15 seconds now. Keep it going. Woo, doggy, do you feel that leg? I feel mine. Last 3 seconds, 2, and 1, and done. Good. All right, we're coming into a wall sit. So this one you probably could use the wall instead of your chair. If you're using your chair, you'd just be sitting on it. So we're using an imaginary chair. Okay, so feet maybe about shoulder width apart. We are gonna lower down into this. Oh, the wall is cold. Feet about shoulder width apart. Let's just get into a good position here. As low as you can go and still hold it. You can always wiggle up if you need to. Or wiggle down if you don't feel it in your quads a bit. Okay, so lower back pressed into the wall. Middle back pressed into the wall. See if you can also get your shoulders and the back of your head pressed into the wall as well. How's that feel? Good? Okay, if it feels good, keep that pressure along the wall with your whole back and take your arms up. Does that still work for you? Your back isn't arching out? Good. So we are going to do either one arm lowering at a time or one arm lowering and one leg lifting. So you might want to sneak your one foot in closer. Going like that and like that. I find if my feet are closer, then maybe the balance point is closer to the middle so you don't fall over. I don't fall over. You can experiment a bit. Every time you come back to this position, check your back. Is it pressed into the wall? Okay. And then keep going and going. If you want to take it to just a wall sit, that is great. That's hard enough. Just holding on your arms, lowering. Good for shoulder mobility, right? Good for that. Let's go for 10 more seconds. Okay, so if you want to try, my brain can't figure out opposite arm and leg. Go, go, go. Okay, we're going to come off the wall, but please use your hands. And it looks like that, okay? So don't try to just squiggle off the wall because that can shimmy off the wall. You want to use your hands. Okay, last one of these wall ones is the wall plank. This is the one I said we'd be on our wrists probably. I guess you could do it on your elbows too. But we're going to be about an arm's length from the wall. Okay, just getting into, oh, you might want your mat. Sorry, I have a cushy floor, so I don't need my mat that much, but if you need a mat, please get it. I'm just going to talk here for a second while you do that. But you can always pause the video if you know that. So come on up into a plank. Okay, come a little closer to the wall maybe. And then we are going to go hand on the wall. Hold it here. Oh yes, you might want wider feet for a better base of support. And then let's switch hands. Okay, wider feet, bigger base of support equals more stability. Back to the floor and the wall. Push into the wall, push into the floor, but push into the floor with your whole hand so that you're really spreading the weight out over your fingers, your fingertips, your thumb pad, everything. You're trying not to have too much weight just on your wrists. How are we doing? Everybody holding on? You can always just take this to a plank. You can lift your hips a bit if you need to. You can come down. I guess you can do it this way. Yeah, I guess you can. I didn't even try it the other days. It seems a little more awkward. But I could be mistaken. Last 5 seconds. Last 5 seconds. This will be our last hand on the wall. And then we take it off. And we come down to child's pose. And stretch things out. While we're here, just reach your hands forward. And then maybe just walk them to one side. All the way over, over, over. And then take your opposite hip to the heel on that side so you get a full stretch all on one side of your torso. Okay, and then walk your fingertips back to the start and over to the other side. Take that opposite hip, push it toward the opposite heel so that you can really maximize the lengthening on this one side. Okay, and then come on. Up and up. And what are we going to do? We're going to come to standing up. We're going to do an exercise. So I'm just going to mop my brow. I'm hot. So if you want to get a drink, please do. In this little short section here. There. Got a drink? Okay. Excellent. So we are going to do, yes, an exercise we hadn't done before this week. So we have nice wide feet. So all it is this. We're taking our hands up like we're guarding. Okay, I think it's like a martial arts kind of thing. So we are going to go lean to one side, lean to the other, back to the first side, and then dip around. And then we change our start side so that we're dipping to a different side every time. Okay, so try to keep your hands here at your shoulders. Mine might go this way. So you ready? We're leaning to one side. I'm going to go left. So if you want to go right, we can be in the same place. Here we go. Lean, lean, lean. Dip around. Lean, lean, lean. Dip around. It's a core exercise. Lean. Dip around. Lean, lean, lean. Dip around. How's it going? 2, 3, and around. 1, 2, 3, and around. 1, 2, 3, and around. 1, 2, 3, around. Is that working for you? Oops. I hope so. 2, 3. Try to really get a lean. Maybe try to go even faster. Oh, I forget where I was. Ah! So much for following me. 1, 2, 3. Around. 1, 2, 3. Around. See, I did that wrong. 1, 2, 3. Around. 1, 2, 3. Around. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Dip it around. What do you think? Feel it in the obliques a little bit? Maybe, maybe not. Well, I hope you did. Okay, let's take some weights. We are going to do some squats as we did a lot of lunges today. And I don't know that we did a ton of squats. We did some. But we're going to do some more. So here we go. Weights are just on your shoulders. So this is supposed to be more of a core exercise. I think it's an everything exercise, frankly. So feet are about shoulder width apart. You are just going to sit down into it. Come on up. Strong core. Okay. Strong core. That's all I'm going to say. Well, no, I'll say more. Belly button to backbone. Think about holding everything nice and tight and taut as you go down and up. Sit down into your heels. Come back up. Down and up. We're going 45 seconds and we are 30 seconds in. So, how is it that we only have 8 more seconds? Oh, keep it going. We have time for one more after this. Last one. Down and up. Excellent. Okay, put one of your weights down, please, because, or unless you want to use 2, I'm just going to use 1. We're going to do wood chops, as we did at the start in the warm-up, the ones where we go up, across and down. So this time with a weight, you are trying to keep your hips facing forward, even as you go across to one side and then across on the other side. Up and down, up and down. I think you get the up and down. So I won't say it anymore. Gotta say something. We have 45 seconds to fill here. How are you doing? Feeling okay? We are getting to, oh yeah, we are getting to the end. So funny, I can look at the clock the whole time for the second hand and have no idea what time it is. But we have time for a little more core. A few more of these. How's about? Let's go for 5 more seconds. That's probably time for one more. Up, across and down. Okay, making up for our lack of squats earlier in the workout. Up, over to the other side, and across and down. Keep those hips facing forward and try to keep your knees lined up over your toes, because as you're turning, you're going to want to go, ah. I'm exaggerating that. But try to keep knees lined up over toes. You can peek down at them, see how they're doing. Hope they're doing fine. Up. Let's see. Let's go. 15 more seconds. And that'll be about the same as the other side. I think last 10 seconds. Less than, actually. Down, we have time for 2 more. 1, down, 2, down. Excellent. Okay, good work. Good work. Let's get our mats. We're going to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3 more core things, I think, and then we're going to stretch and wrap it up. So I shall move my chair out of the way some more. Get a drink if you'd like. Yeah, the first one we're going to do, we're starting hands and knees. I'm just going to get a little drink too. Or, yeah. Still here. Okay, so let's go into hands and knees kind of position. So wrists right under shoulders, knees right under hips. Looks like this. Okay, nice and strong. We're going to take opposite arm and leg and just lift them. So we're just extending. Think about extending with your arm, extending with your leg, and holding it. And check your hip bones. Are they squared to the floor, or are they maybe turning a bit? Try to get them squared to the floor, and then let's come on down and switch sides. Same thing, just a nice strong hold here. You're trying to move. I was going to say, no, that sounds wrong. We're actually holding it, but think about pushing forward and pushing back with your leg. Okay, pushing forward with your hand, back with your toes, trying to keep a straight line from fingertips to toes. And then come on down. Just do a few more. Stretch it out. Okay, good for your back and your core, this one. Usually we add to it, but today we're just focusing on stretching it out, holding it nice and still. Working, working, working. Let's do one more on each side, and then we will move on. So stretch it out, hold it here, and then come down. One more time. Last one. Stretch it out, and then come on down. And let's come to sitting. What are we doing? Oh yes, we're doing our passe abs. I think I spilled some water. Unless I've been sweating profusely, I don't know. So we are going to roll our shoulders back, and we're going to come down onto our forearms. Okay, both legs are straight. Then take one, press your foot into your knee and your upper thigh, kind of like a reclining tree pose in yoga. Okay, and then we're going to point the toe of that straight leg, point the toes, and lift and lower. Oh, sorry, my foot just cramped. That's all we're going to do, lift and lower. And breathe. We are going to breathe throughout the exercise. Keep it going. Press that leg in so your knee is out sideways, kind of. I hope you can see that on the camera. Okay, just lift and lower, lift and lower. Keep it going. How long are we going? Wow. If I stick to my 45 seconds of each, we have less than 10 seconds. So hold on, keep it going. Last one. Nice. Okay, you can come on up maybe and stretch it out a little bit. Stretch out your shoulders and back. Let's roll our shoulders a bit. We're going to come to the same start position. So shoulders are back, core is strong. Okay, hold everything strong as you lean back. Legs are straight. And then one foot is on your knee. Here we go. Let's lift and lower. Lift and lower. If that's too hard, you can change it to having a shorter lever. So bend your long leg, your straight leg. Hopefully they're about the same length. Not your long leg, but the leg that's out here. Keep it going. Keep holding on. Do you feel it in your neck? I feel this in my neck a little bit. So try to just relax. Keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine, which I'm not doing, which is maybe why my neck feels it. Okay, not 2 more seconds. 4 more seconds. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Nice. Done, done, done. One more exercise, and then we are moving. Oh, goodness, yeah, we better move into stretching. Let's do our last one. It's the same sort of position. We won't do it for as long because, again, I didn't realize what time it was. Cutting into our stretching time. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Sit. Sorry, my neck is, I don't know, do you feel that one too? It's hard to say. So this is what this one looks like. We're just going out and in, out and in. Let's go for 30 seconds, and then that is going to be the wrap up of today's workout, except for the stretching, which is always nice. So driving your knees to one side, driving them to the other. Last 10 seconds. So hang on. Last couple here. We have time for this one and this one. Woohoo! And then we're done. Nice. How do you feel? Good? Good. I hope so. Let's take it to lying down. Make sure you have enough room so that you can lift your arms up overhead, kick out through your heels, and just get a big full body stretch because it feels good. Stretch it out. Nice. And then while we're here, let's bring our knees in and let's bring one leg up. Toes are pointing toward us. We're going to try to stretch the muscles in the back of the leg and the foot, the posterior chain here. So you can angle your heel toward the outside of your body, but not just your foot, your whole leg. So think about rotating from the hip. Okay. Toes are pointing toward you, legs straight. And if you have your band, you can put it around your foot and use it to pull your leg in, or you can use your hands. Or you can just press your leg away and see if you feel a stretch that way too. Whatever you like. Okay, every exhale, just see if you can pull it in a little bit closer. And then let's bring it back to the top again and support it as it opens up to the side. I don't have quite enough room to go as far as I could, but maybe you're going to feel it in the inside of your hip, your adductors. Okay, and then bring it up again. And then we're going to pull our leg across, but we are keeping our pelvis anchored to the floor. Okay, so you're not rolling over like this. You're just pulling your leg across, trying to keep your pelvis on the floor. So pull it across, and then bring it back to the center. And let's cross that ankle on knee. A lovely glute stretch. I always like this one. This is one too that you can do on the chair. I was thinking that earlier, that we could have done these stretches on the chair, but well, you could do this later today when you're sitting in a chair and just cross your ankle on your knee and just hinge forward a little bit, lean forward, and just feel the stretch in your glutes. Okay, and then let's just unwrap our legs from that, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So all these little points, toes are pointing toward you, so your foot is dorsiflexed. Your heel can be toward the outside of your body. Knee is straight, and then you're just trying to pull your leg in toward you. Pull it toward you. Okay. Every exhale, see if maybe you can come just a little bit closer. Or maybe point those toes a little bit more to increase the stretch. And then let's take that leg out to the side. Does my foot look giant like this? Move closer to the screen. Down, down, down. And then back up again. And let's take it across. Keep this part of the side of your pelvis glued to the floor. And just check your head too. Maybe you are tilting it back. Just bring your chin in so that your head is in line with your spine. More comfortable on the neck. Okay, back to the center, and then let's go. Ankle on knee. Pull in that lower leg. Get rid of the band if you were using it. Doesn't work as well for this one. If you want to change it a bit, you can lean away from this knee, or you can play with the angle of this lower leg, just to change where you feel the stretch. I always find it surprising how much it changes just based on little tiny movements. Alrighty, let us do Alexander shoulder stretch. So come on up to sitting, knees are bent. You are going to scoot your hips one way, drop your knees down, bring your hands out to the same side as your knees, and then slide them over and stretch it out. So some people like to just hold it here. That's nice and relaxing. Take some breaths, or you can keep it moving the whole time. But this one you're trying to open up so that your chest is toward the ceiling, the shoulder blade of the moving arm is going toward the floor. Okay, it is a big twist, so do be careful of your lower back. I pointed at my stomach, but I meant back. And then the next time your hands close up, just bring them together and let us switch sides. I'm just going to switch this way so that I'm still facing you. Okay, so same thing. Scoot your hips over, drop your knees, and then bring your hands out to the same side as your knees. Okay, slide the top palm over, and then just take your arm. If you get stuck at some point, then just hold it there and breathe, because this should feel good. You don't want to force anything. You want to work on mobility a little bit at a time. But please don't force it. Okay, we'll just do one more, and then the next time your hands come together, we will bring our hands in, bring ourselves up, and if you need to fix your hair, go ahead. I'm going to. Let's come up to our feet, actually. So, come on up, because we are going to do a few standing ones. Let's take our hands together. Okay, lace your fingers. You can have palms facing toward you or away. And just stretch out that upper back. We did it a few times when we were on the chair. Did that nice stretch where you're sitting down into it. Always feels good. And then let's bring hands up overhead and then lace them behind your back. Okay, we're going to hinge forward. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Take your hands over. If you want to drop your head, you can do that. But we will come up nice and slowly. Okay, so just unwrap your hands and then just come on up. Nice and slowly to avoid a head rush. Roll those shoulders back. Let's take it into a wide stance here. Just again, similar to what we did in the warm-up, but now we're going to hold it a bit. So we're sitting down into this one leg, really try to sit down into it. And then if you want, come up onto your heel on the other foot or lift the sole of your foot. Okay, just to kind of maximize the stretch here in the adductors. And then let's come on up and we will go over to the other side. And then same thing, if you want to lift onto your heel, please do. And then come on down. Bring your feet together. Let's do triceps and then we will wrap it up. So palm out, arm up to your ear, and then drop your hand behind. Hopefully you can push down on your elbow without having to jam your head forward. Okay. Oh yeah, the other one we could do, well, there are always more stretches we can do. But one that maybe you want to do later is just this one where you're stretching your forearms. So we won't do that right now because I see that it's 10 o'clock and we gotta wrap things up so you can get on with your excellent weekend. Press down on your elbow. So now that I've made it through the entire workout without healing over, I can tell you that I had my first AstraZeneca shot yesterday. Yay! So halfway there, partway there. So I hope you can get yours very soon too so we can all, get back to whatever. Okay, on that cheery note, let's just end with a nice big inhale as we come up. Exhale down. One more time, big stretch at the top. Inhale, and then exhale down. Shake it out. Congratulate yourselves. Yay, another week of workouts. Woohoo! I will see you on Monday, hopefully. And have a great weekend. Thanks for coming. Bye.